Good evening.
Let us begin, children. And the concept is we were discussing about the active voice and passive voice in the last class, and we had a discussion about transitive and intransitive verbs, right? And I said I was stressing on the point active and passive voice. In an active voice sentence, the verb in active voice is always active, which is with the proper tense form, which has a finite verb. And by looking at the verb, you will be able to identify the tense form. Whereas in passive voice, the verb is in the form of be plus past participle form, and you will not be able to identify the things. One second. Active and passive voice, all active and passive voice have gone in flood water. It is actually sinking into the water. Okay, so let me explain the concept once again for you children. Active and passive voice. I said in active voice sentences we have a verb as an active position, and if it is in passive voice, you can see the verb is in the form of be plus past participle form. And also I said the subject of the active voice is very active, and the same subject of the active voice become passive in passive voice sentences. Okay, and we said we need to discuss about the major points that you need to keep in your mind. The first one is the active and passive voice are the two different ways of expressing one single idea without changing the meaning. So when we change a sentence from active voice to passive voice, we are just changing the structure of the sentence. We are not changing the meaning. Okay, meaning change, there won't be any meaning change. Okay, and second one, in active voice, the subject gets predominance. As I have told you, in active voice sentences, subject is very much active, whereas the same subject becomes very passive in passive voice sentence. There, the object of the active voice gets predominance. Another sentence I said, okay, we cannot change all the sentences into passive voice form. Only the sentences which have objects can be turned into passive voice. And also I have told you children, there is no passive voice form for present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous, and future perfect continuous. And we had a discussion about transitive and intransitive verbs in the last class. I said transitive, the word which is derived or formed from the Latin word which means to pass, right? The verb pass, actually the action denoted by the subject which is passing from the subject to the object. Okay, that means we are the transitive verbs are the verbs, or it is actually a finite verb with an object. The sentence is complete only after fixing an object after the verb. Okay, such a sentences can be transformed into active voice sentences, whereas passive voice, it is not possible. If it is with it is not possible for us to convert a sentence or a verb with intransitive into passive voice, because there won't be any object after the verb. Okay, so we need a verb after, we need an object after the verb for converting a sentence from active voice to passive voice. But remember, if the sentence is written with a finite verb and it is with an object also, we cannot change 4 tenses into passive. Okay, the tenses: present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous, and future perfect continuous cannot be changed into its passive voice form. Okay, even though it is written with the proper tense form and with the proper object. Okay, so keep this in your mind, and let me remind you a few things how to change a sentence from active voice to passive voice with the support of a slide. Okay, so the slide is very familiar. The concept is written in a declarative sentence, isn't it? As you all know, the sentence is a declarative sentence. This is in the form of a statement. Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the subject of the sentence. I cannot hear. Identify the subject of the sentence.
The dog.
Dog is the subject of the sentence. Okay, what is the object of the sentence? It's not clear. Our turkey is the object of the sentence. Okay, So when we change a sentence from active voice to passive voice, the first step is to identify the sentence is given in which form means which kind of sentence. Okay, whether it is written in declarative, whether it is written in imperative, or it is written in interrogative. Once it is identified, like, okay, this sentence is a declarative sentence, the second step is to identify the verb of the sentence. Okay, so you just check whether the verb is in the form of finite verb or it is in the form of be plus past participle form. If it is written with a finite verb, then you can convert that sentence into passive. If the sentence is written with a be plus past participle form, then remember you can convert that sentence into active. Okay, so identify the verb first and identify whether it is written in using a finite verb or a verb in the form of be plus past participle form. Now the very next step is to identify the subject and object of the sentence. Okay, so if it is a transitive verb, if the sentence is with a transitive verb with an object, then it is easy for you to convert into passive. If there is no object, please don't write. You cannot convert the sentence into passive voice form. Am I clear? So first step is to identify the kind of sentence. Second one is to identify the verb and try to identify whether it is written in finite verb or be plus past participle form. The next point is to trace or to identify the subject and object of the sentence. Okay, and the very next point, remember, once the subject and object is identified, or if it is identified from the sentence, you need to interchange the position of the subject with object and object with subject. We need to exchange, we need to interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. So here the dog goes into the place of our turkey, and our turkey becomes the subject of the sentence in passive. Am I clear?
Yes,
Am I clear, children? Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, subject and verb, sorry, subject and object must be interchanged. We should interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. Am I clear? This is step number 1. Before changing a sentence, the very first important step is to identify the kind of sentence. After identifying the kind of sentence, please try to identify the verb. Okay, and remember, if it is finite verb, you must change the sentence into passive voice. If it is be plus past participle form, the question is to change the sentence into passive. Okay, after that, you please identify the subject and the object of the sentence. And the next step, before changing, we need to interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. Okay, so when you change the sentence or when you interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject, what is the object of the sentence, children?
Our turkey.
Our turkey.
So we should begin our passive voice sentence with the our turkey. Clear? So we
Yes,
must begin our sentence with our turkey. So object of the passive voice becomes the subject in my passive voice sentence. Okay. Now I am leaving a few lines here, a few gaps here, and I should change, or I should send my, or I should place my subject of the active voice into the place of object. So the dog, the subject of the active voice, comes here into the place of object of the passive voice. As it is the object, I should begin my article with a small letter, the dog. And it is a declarative sentence. I can use a full stop here. Okay. So our turkey, the object of the active voice, becomes the subject in passive voice. The dog, the subject of the active voice, goes into the place of object in my passive voice. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. And now you said, okay, ma'am, the sentence is the dog ate our turkey. Okay. And you said the sentence is written, tell me whether it is written in finite, using finite verb or be plus past participle form.
Finite.
It
Finite.
is written with the finite verb because the verb is ate. What is the tense?
Simple past.
The sentence is in simple past. Okay, the sentence is written in simple past. So remember, children, we have a few be forms. We have am, is, are, was, were. Okay, these are the major be forms used in English grammar. So look at here, as your subject, sorry, as your verb is in simple past tense, you need to change that finite verb into the form of be plus past participle, right? Be plus past participle form of the verb. So which be form you're going to insert here after our turkey?
Was.
Why?
Was.
Why?
It's in past tense.
Our turkey is singular.
Yeah, so I got both the answers. One person said, ma'am, it is in past tense, so I should use was or were from here. But the next person said, our turkey is singular, so I have to use only was, I cannot use were. So the be form you are going to insert here is was, because the subject of the passive voice is singular. So I must use the be form was. And what is the past participle form of ate?
Eaten.
Eaten plus eaten. So our turkey was eaten. Look at the sentence now. Our turkey was eaten the dog. Is it a right sentence?
By the dog.
It is not the correct sentence, right? To make our sentence
Yes.
perfect, we need to place the preposition by. The third point is we have to fix the preposition by before the object of the passive voice. Okay, so we have to use a preposition by before the object of the passive voice. I repeat, our turkey is the subject of the passive voice, and ate becomes a be form plus past participle form, that is was eaten, and by the preposition is used before the object, the dog. Okay, the dog was the subject of your active voice sentence, and now this is the object of the passive voice sentence. Am I clear, children? So these are the 3 points, 3 important points that you should remember. The object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive, and subject becomes the object. That is the most important point. The object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice, and the subject becomes the object. Point number 1. Point number 2, I said, children, the verb in the active voice is changed into be plus past participle form of the verb. Be plus past participle form of the verb. And in my third sentence, I said, children, the preposition by is used before the object of the passive voice. So our turkey, the subject, here the dog is the subject, our turkey is the object. Okay, so here the dog subject goes into the place of dog, and it is actually an object here. Object, our turkey, becomes the subject of the passive voice, and I have changed ate, the finite verb, into the form of be plus past participle form of the verb, and I have inserted the preposition by before the object. So now my answer is our turkey was eaten by the dog. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear? This is possible. This is possible only in declarative sentences with an object. I repeat, this is possible only in declarative sentences. This is possible only in assertive or declarative sentences. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let me give you a few sentences. Sentence number 1. Try to change the sentence, okay? The sentences: mother bakes a cake. If this is your sentence, first question to Shane John. Shane, tell me what kind of sentence is it? What kind of sentence? It's difficult. It's difficult. Voice is disturbing. My question, what kind of sentence? I didn't ask you the tense form. I'm just asking you the kind of sentence. Change on. The voice is too much disturbing. I'm getting headache. Oh my God. Are you sitting close to the fan? No. Okay. Carry on. Shane, what kind of sentence? I cannot hear Shane John. Gauri Parvati, tell me the kind of sentence.
Declarative.
Yes, this is an example for a declarative sentence. Perfect. Declarative. This is a statement sentence, or you can call it as assertive sentence. Now, next question, Sriram.
Yes, ma'am.
Identify the verb and tell me the tense form.
Bakes.
Bakes.
Simple
Okay.
present tense.
Simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense. Sriram, tell me, is it written in active voice or passive voice?
Active voice.
Why it is written in active voice? Why you said it is in active?
Ma'am, we can see the tense form.
Yes, we can identify the tense by looking at the finite verb. So this is written in active voice. So we need to change the sentence into,
Passive voice.
okay, we need to send the sentence into passive voice. Okay, so Malavika. Malavika, can you hear me? Prajita? Okay, Prajita, identify the subject and object of the sentence.
Mother is the subject.
Mother is the subject.
Cake is the object.
Only cake?
A cake.
A cake is the object of your sentence. Okay, agree. Now, next sentence, next question is to Tanmay Himmat. Tanmay,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the first point?
The
Before
subject
changing the
becomes-
sentence into,
Subject becomes the object and object becomes the subject.
we should change the position of subject into the position of object, and object should be changed into the position of
Subject.
subject. So, you should begin your sentence with
a cake.
a cake. Perfect. Okay, so you are going to start your sentence with a cake. Perfect. So, how are you going to end your sentence?
Mother.
Okay. And which punctuation mark you are going to give?
Full stop.
Okay, thank you. Pranavatmak? As
Yes, ma'am.
Sriram said, ma'am, the finite verb of the sentence is bakes, and it is written in simple present tense. So, Pranavatmak, please change the sentence into a passive voice. Use the appropriate verb. You know, when we change a finite verb into its passive voice form, verb should be changed into a form of.
Ma'am, can I hear?
Yes, I can hear you, Pranavatma. I should change my sentence into the form of, the verb must be changed into the form of. What is the form I can use? Be plus past participle form of the verb. Okay, this should be the verb. This should be the pattern of the verb. So what is the be form and the past participle form of the verb written here?
Was baked.
Is it was baked? As Sriram said, the sentence is written, the finite verb shows that this is written in simple present tense. So which be form is suitable? Was and where is coming under the past tense, which cannot be used here.
Is.
Is. Why is? Why it is not are and am? If the subject is I, then you can use am. A cake is singular, so the be form should be is. Okay. And what is the past participle form of bakes?
Bacon.
Bacon. Bacon is a kind of food item, a meat food. What is the past bacon? You are not familiar with bacon. Bacon, it is a meat food.
Slice of
Slice, yeah, slice of pig. Meat, red meat.
More common in America.
Most commonly, yeah, bacons are used in America. Tell me fast. Pranavatmak, what is the past? It's not clear. It's not clear.
Ma'am, baked.
Baked, B-A-K-E-D, baked. Okay, so we got is baked. And what is pending? Arjun, how to complete this sentence now? What should be added?
By.
Yeah, we must add the preposition by before the object of the passive voice, right? Now the sentence is, a cake is baked by mother, right? There is no meaning change. We have done everything together. Okay, so this is how you can change a sentence in declarative into its passive voice form. So we'll be practicing with more examples in the next class. Okay, and one more sentence, Anna painted the house. Anna painted the house.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Anna painted the house. Anna painted the house. First question, Abhinand Krishna. Abhinand, Abhinand, tell me the kind of sentence. Yes, the sentence is written in declarative. Okay, so this is a declarative sentence. Fine. Agree. Now, the very next question, Rudra Sanil. Identify the verb and tell me the tense form.
I'm painted.
Okay, tense form?
Simple past.
Simple past. Very good. Simple past. Okay. Now, Parvati Menon, identify the subject and object of the sentence.
Yes, ma'am. Anna is the subject and the house is the object.
The house is the object of your sentence. Excellent. Okay. Now, I think I can ask Annette Rose. Annette Rose, what is the first step? After identifying all these things, what is the first step?
The object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice.
So you should begin your sentence with
the house.
Okay, the house. Fine. Now, what is next step?
Subject becomes the object.
So what is your answer?
Anna.
Anna. Okay, this is a noun. So we have to start, it is a name also. We have to start with a capital letter. And which punctuation mark?
Full stop.
Full stop. Malavika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the condition of verb?
Ma'am, be plus past participle.
Be plus past participle form. Okay, past participle form of the verb. Okay, now change.
Was painted.
Why it is was?
Because it's in the past.
It is in the past tense. Only because of past tense you have used was. Why
The
you didn't
house
prefer
is
where?
singular. The house is singular.
The house is singular. So your answer is you are going to use was the be form and painted is the past participle form of the verb. Okay. And the sentence is complete only after connecting it by what is Carolyn Matthew? What you're going to insert here after painted?
The preposition by.
The preposition by must be used to complete the sentence. And what is the sentence now, Carolyn?
The house was painted by Anna.
So what is the subject of your passive voice sentence?
The house.
Okay, now the house becomes the subject. And what is the object of your passive voice sentence?
Anna.
Anna is the object of your sentence. Okay, so this is all about today, children. And one homework. Please draw using 3 different sheets. Okay, prepare the interchanging. You have to write these 3 rules in 3 different A4 size sheet, and this is your activity. And just explain with the help of these 3 sheets how you're going to change one sentence from active voice to passive voice. The sentence for you is, he sells a book. He sells a book. The same sentence must be changed. He changed all picture illustrations can be used. You can modify it. I don't want any PowerPoint presentation. I want everybody to write on A4 size sheet. You can take 3 different sheets, and that should be an activity for you children. And on the 4th sheet, I'm going to give you, draw a box and write the passive voice form for the following sentences. Okay. Sita reads a book. There is no need for drawing picture for these sentences. Okay. Only first one you need to draw. Second one, Sita reads a book. Next example, Roshni posted a letter. Roshni posted a letter. I made tea. She wrote a story.
Ma'am, she
Wrote a story. Ali posted a video. Sally drives a car. Drives, make it the car. Sally drives the car. These are the sentences for you to practice. Thank you so much for coming here, children. Bye.
Ma'am, Sally
Drives the car. Okay, here for these sentences, there is no need for drawing pictures or diagrams or anything. Only the first sentences can be illustrated using diagrams. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
When should
Thank
we
you, ma'am.
submit this?
This should be, no, I'll check when you come to school. Okay. This should be
Okay,
there.
ma'am.
When you submit portfolios, this activity should be there in your file. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.